I'm a triathlete. For me, like eating healthy is the one thing that I've always looked forward to, right? So I think with this kind of new cultured chicken, I think could be the future.
I think it fits right in with the scene right now where we're shifting to smart city, smart tech, responsible innovation, and now we have responsible health and food. It's all like comes together like jigsaw.
Yeah, and I think the more conscious we are about how the environment is and, the disaster of the situation that is currently right now in terms of our greenhouse gases, there's just a lot of guilt that's lifted when you know the food that you're eating is also good for the earth.
I think one of the key words is probably disruption. I think it's just bringing in new concepts, letting people realize that we don't have to always, abide or stick to, traditional confines or structures of the way things are done.
Yeah, this meat is really good.
So good.
Tastes like chicken.
People call it cultivated meat or no-kill meat or cultured meat, but what people shouldn't call it anymore is lab-grown meat, because with this historic approval that Singapore has provided, the historic first sale that we had, this is no longer about the lab, right? This is about serving consumers in restaurants. It's about manufacturing on a large scale, and we think this is how the vast majority of meat will be made and eaten in the coming decades.
Okay, so Singapore's clearly on the front foot here saying we approve, let's get it into restaurants and see what people think. Talk to me about scaling up. How quickly do you think we can see this on the shelves in the United States or across Europe? Talk about your plans for Eat Just as a business.
So what's exciting about this approval, we can actually scale up now. Absent approval, you said to make things for me and my team members and my friends. So now for the first time, we can actually scale up. So the plan is to really invest in Singapore, because this is the only place in the world that's presented regulatory approval. But next is to work with regulators in the U.S., FDA and the USDA, to work with regulators in Western Europe. And we've already seen, Julia, that regulators are influenced by other regulators. Policymakers are influenced by other policymakers. The world might not necessarily want Singapore to own the future of food. Singapore has really taken a big step in doing that, but we want to scale up first in Singapore in 2021. We're going to be investing quite a bit of capital in that manufacturing process. We eventually want to launch beef, and then eventually we want to bring this to to Western Europe and U.S.
And one day, if we do what we need to do, and the biggest meat companies join us in this, and we're talking to many of them today, who are not obsessed, these meat companies, with the idea of slaughtering an animal. They're obsessed with selling animal protein more efficiently. And if we can give them a better way to do it, we can build farms like this, you see on the right, that are more efficient, that are safer, that provide tastier, better meats to the world.